With these two molecules, we're going to classify each alcohol and amine as primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary. With alcohols, remember, alcohol is attached to one carbon, so that's where you start to decide. You say, here's the carbon part of the alcohol. How many carbons is that attached to? The answer here is 1 going that way. This alcohol, start at the carbon, it's got 2 carbons attached. Come over here. This alcohol, start with the carbon, it's got 1 carbon attached. So we've got primary and secondary. We've got an oxygen here. This is part of an ether. We've got a sulfur. This is part of a thioether. Let's go on to the amines. With amines, they can be attached to 1, 2, or 3 carbon, and if you make it an ammonium ion, it can be connected to a 4th. So we'll need to double check these. These ends with the double bonds are not what we're used to seeing, but we can go to this nitrogen here and say it's attached to 1, 2 carbon, secondary. Let's go to the right side on the next molecule, connected to 1, 2, 3, tertiary. This one in the middle, connected to 1, 2, 3, also tertiary. We're not going to classify here this amine that's part of a conjugated system. You can see all this benzene ring, and then a single bond, then double bond, then single bond, then another benzene ring. So it's part of this conjugated system, and nitrogen, when it's in rings, gets very different naming, and we're not going to try to classify it exactly the same way we classify these alkylamines or alcohol groups.